It's the biggest week of Isaiah King Jr.'s career. It's the playoffs. His rookie season, they're in the playoffs with a rookie quarterback and a dynamic running back that should be winning MVP if you ask me. So to start things off in practice, we're going to be working on the inside zone running concept, and good God, the defense by the Texans, incredible. There's a lot of things in the lines. Right after practice, Isaiah King Jr. is going to find out if he won the MVP or not. Everybody wants to know. And I mean, the game that Isaiah King had to finish the season was ridiculous. Isaiah ended up with like 4 or 5 touchdowns out there, an absolute monster performance by him. Individual accolades are great, don't get me wrong. Isaiah King Jr. absolutely wants to win some. But for him right now, there is nothing more important than continuing the legacy of his father and getting his team into the playoffs. So that's going to be a wrap for practice. It is time to go boost up Isaiah King's attributes, figure out if he won the MVP, and most importantly, get into the playoffs and make sure we win this game. Now we get a look here at our opponent in the playoffs, and if you notice, we're actually playing in the wild card. Really, the wild card is where we're playing. Now we'll get into that. We won 12 games. I don't know how we're in the wild card, but it's time to go see if Isaiah King Jr. is the MVP of the season and if he racked up any other awards this year. Your offensive player of the year in the AFC is going to go down as Isaiah King Jr., beating out Tom Brady, Ben Roethlisberger, Mariota, Le'Veon, all those guys out there. Even Deshaun Watson got some votes. Look at this. Deshaun Watson got some votes, leading that team to a 12-4 record. He definitely deserved that. On the defensive player of the year side, Mr. McKinney comes out as well. So we win the offensive player of the year and the defensive player of the year. That's pretty incredible for the Texans. Obviously, if you win the offensive player of the year, you pretty much have to win offensive rookie of the year if you are a rookie, and Isaiah King Jr. takes that as well, with Deshaun Watson right behind him. Myles Garrett and Jabril Peppers are going to be your number 1 and number 2 guys for your defensive rookie of the year. Best quarterback goes to Ben Roethlisberger. Best running back, of course, goes to Isaiah King Jr. Look at his legacy score, already up to 1,500 in his rookie year. Dude is incredible. Best receiver goes to Antonio Brown. And the moment all of you guys have been waiting for, Isaiah King Jr. is your NFL MVP in his rookie season, beating out Brady, Rodgers, Roethlisberger, and so many more big players. The young fella did it. And to recap his incredible year, you can see that he led the league with 1,560 yards rushing, just beating out Devonta Freeman. Remember, they were kind of close going into the final game, and Isaiah ends up edging him out. Now, he also has 20 rushing touchdowns. A lot of that is fueled by the very last game of the regular season where he had multiple rushing touchdowns. What a performance. Interesting enough though, Adrian Peterson and Jeremy Hill were both really close, just 3 behind. Look at AP, this dude is so old and he had 17 rushing touchdowns. That 3.8 yards per carry though, that's kind of trash. Now, Des Bryant did lead everybody in terms of receiving yards with 1,700 yards total, but in terms of the actual touchdown margin, you're going to find that Devonta Adams was the guy, followed up by Antonio Brown and Julio Jones. Now, if you just want to look at the Texans roster, Hopkins had 1,100 yards and 10 touchdowns. Fuller ended up going 665 and 9, but Isaiah King Jr. goes for 70 catches and 906 yards with 5 more receiving touchdowns, giving him 25 so far just from rushing and receiving. On the kick return side of things, Isaiah didn't have a single touchdown on that side. Bruce Ellington, though, did get 2 of his own. But from a punt return perspective, Isaiah had 2 touchdowns there, giving him 27 total touchdowns on the entire season as a rookie. This dude did it all: rushing, receiving, returning. He was the man. And as we look at the entire NFL standings, the Bills had the best record in football, tied with the Patriots, so the Bills and the Falcons. But wait, how are the Falcons the number 2 team at 11-5? Well, let me explain it to you. On the AFC side, pretty much all of the best teams were listed there. And when you flip over to the NFC, unfortunately, that's where the Falcons were 11-5, tied with the Rams for the best record. So technically, our team had one of the best records in the NFL, but because the Falcons were in the NFC and they won the NFC with the best record, they get a higher seeding, which means that's why we're playing in the wild card side of the playoffs. Now, even though we're playing the wild card, we're not going to let that actually bother us. We're going to go ahead and boost up our attributes, show them where we're ready. Now, we have 90 speed. I want to make sure that our acceleration is also matching that at a 90 overall. Our elusiveness is absolutely trash now, so we're going to bump that up to a 78. Trucking, also high key trash. We're going to bump that up 1. Ball carrier vision, we're going to bump that up a couple to a 95. And now we have 3,000 points left. And with those last 2 pieces, I'm going to go 1 to spin move and I'm going to go 1 to stiff arm, and that's going to be how we spend our attributes. That in total moves us up to an 89 overall. Just 1 overall point shy of a 90. I feel like by the end of the playoffs, we're going to be a 90 overall. So the wild card matchups are set. It's Tennessee versus us. It's New England versus Los Angeles. Let's get this game going. Every single thing we've done all year long has led to this. The MVP doesn't matter. Everything literally leads to one moment. There's the Tennessee Titans versus us at home in the playoffs. Get hyped. And look at him getting ready. JJ Watt and Isaiah King getting hyped. Isaiah says, look, camera, Watch me, because I'm ready to lock it up today. It's the first drive of Isaiah King Jr.'s first playoff game. He wants to get things started, and a good run to get things going there, picking up 5 yards for his squad. Now, Isaiah is incredibly important, but just as important is the success of Deshaun Watson. Now, Deshaun Watson says, you know what, Isaiah, we're not going to throw you. We throw it over here to Wilson, and Wilson makes a nice move to get the first down. And yup, you guessed it, Bill O'Brien out to his old tricks here, lining up in the monster formation, saying, look, Tennessee, did you watch your film? We're about to find out. Now Isaiah's going to take the handoff. Plenty of room here. He's skirting out to the edge. He's running into his own man. He tries the juke. The juke pretty much leads to him falling down. And he gets a major gain there, about 25, 26 yards. And across the midfield marker, Isaiah is killing it. So is Deshaun Watson. But look at this. One guy in front of him. What is he going to do to him? Jukes him out of his shoes. He's going to keep going. And Isaiah King Jr. is into the end zone. Look at him celebrate. What a dog, man. Look at him. So, yo, Pops, that was for you. A major touchdown, a major drive, and the Houston Texans strike first. Look at how nasty the juke was, and look at him slow-mo into the end zone here. Oh yeah, we like how that's going. Look at that, Jonathan Cyprian, whoop, no chance. Another 4th down for the Tennessee Titans. They are absolutely struggling. Now this punt is actually looking pretty good. It goes down at the 10-yard line, so we're going to be deep on our own territory. Our first drive started pretty crazy. We're going to see what we can do here in the second drive. It's not about your first drive, it's about your last drive. Now we're going to go out here and look at the hat. Look at the screen actually working. The wide receiver screen of DeAndre Hopkins ends up being successful. Now after that beautiful screen, they're going to go to hand it off to Isaiah. He's going to try to find his running room, and he does. But wait, is that going to be holding, or is that going to be kind of a face mask penalty? Let's find out.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Good news for us, that's going to be a face mask, and of course, we're going to accept it. 2nd and 9 with Watson back in shotgun. Isaiah King's going to split out, and oh, actually good defense on him. This pass goes out to the left, and oh, it's just dropped by DeAndre Hopkins, and he cannot believe that he didn't catch that one. 3rd and 9, and Watson moves back to under center. Isaiah's going to flare out. Watson kind of has him, and Isaiah with the toe tap. Look at him looking like a wide receiver, a veteran wide receiver at that. The toe tap brings it in, and that's why he had 70 catches on the year. The offense may have started out with a spark, but it's looked a little stagnant at times here in this second drive. So 3rd and 7. Isaiah's going to try to stay back. He absolutely misses his block, but look at Deshaun Watson putting on the chest. Deshaun Watson slide. Don't get hurt. He slides like a baseball slide, takes out the defender, and I'm impressed. 21 yards. 1st and 10 again with Watson under center. We're going to try to hold a block. Absolutely destroy Jarrell Casey, and the dot is thrown there by Watson. Will Fuller's going to haul it in, and we're down at the 2-yard line. We're back, baby. So we're going to try and run this one to the left. Deshaun Watson's going to hand it off to Isaiah. We're behind our blockers, and we stumble into the end zone. But yo, it doesn't matter if you stumble in or you walk in. It all counts the same. 6 more points on the board for the squad. Now, Tennessee actually does score, but they missed the extra points. It's a 14-6 ball game with us obviously still in the lead. Isaiah's running into his own guys, breaks the tackle, but he can't really get past the line of scrimmage and ends up losing 2 yards. And we lost 2 yards in that previous one, so 2nd down and 2 more yards to go. Isaiah out here, look at this, great blocking on the edge. He's going to try to go with a stiff arm. He actually stays in bounds with a stiff arm. 1 more guy to go. That's why you put points into your stiff arm, so you can make plays like that. He looks a little gassed right now, but yo, another big catch by Isaiah. 1st and 10 as we get pretty close to the red zone now. Isaiah staying back to block this ball stone deep. Is he going to have room to catch it? Will Fuller catches it, but he only got 1 foot in bounds. Great block by Isaiah, great throw by Watson, but not 2 feet. The more I think about that play though, Deshaun Watson has to get that ball in bounds a little bit more. I mean, Will Fuller's a fast dude. How do you overthrow Will Fuller of all people? Now, Will Fuller though comes back, says, look, this time he can't overthrow me. I'm going to run across the middle of the field. He's going to catch that one, and we're down at the 4-yard line. Now, typically when we're inside the 5, we go to run. So we're going to see what Tennessee actually does here. Isaiah's going to stay back to block. They bring a heavy blitz. Deshaun Watson rolls out. Is he going to throw it? He pump fakes that one. They end up sacking him though for a loss of 1 yard. Isaiah could have blocked maybe 1 dude there, but unfortunately couldn't get it to go. 3rd and goal now on the 2. First half is coming to a close, and Watson under center. We're going to try to get this to go. We're looking for anybody to block. Isaiah's staying and he was looking for everybody, but he couldn't find the one person he needed to. Tennessee gets a major sack. That's going to hold us to a field goal, probably to make it 17-6. The first half was definitely good for us, but I'm not gonna lie, this game is starting to tighten up a little bit. We had a monster lead, I felt like at times, and then Tennessee said, you know what, we're gonna score a couple touchdowns and make it really close. Only a 4-point game here in the second half. So 3rd and 10, Deshaun Watson's back. Isaiah's lining up for the halfback screen. He's got it open. He's got a couple of blockers. He's gonna turn up the field, but he could have stayed to the outside. Instead, they're gonna bring him down, and the second half drive, not off to a good start. Don't look now, but Tennessee is right back in this game. We are down 3 points, and it's here in the second half. We've got to step up. Now look at Isaiah. Oh, the juke move. He's out to the edge. He ends up breaking a tackle, but they drop him at the 47. 3 yards shy of 100 on the game, but what a juke move. What ball carrier vision by the young fella. 2nd and short, and Watson's going to move under center. Isaiah King's going to fake out. He's going to move out a little bit to the left. This ball goes across the middle, and look at Fedorowicz. Always reliable, like 92.3% of the time. A big catch, though, by Fedorowicz. Under center again on 2nd and 10. They're going to hand the ball off to Isaiah. He's looking to find some room. He does find some room. He breaks the tackle, and they drop him at the 15, about 2 yards shy of the first down marker. 3rd and 2, we desperately need a conversion here to keep this drive alive, and plenty of running room for Isaiah. They're going to bring him down inside the 10, but he got the change to move. That's all that matters. So as we start the 4th quarter, it's a 3-point lead for the Titans. We have got to come back. This is too close. We've seen the Titans struggle to deal with this formation, so we're going to hand it off to Isaiah and let him go to work here. He's got close to the goal line, but they drop him inside the 3. They were very well prepared there, watching for the pass. Isaiah is frustrated with himself, though. Even though Isaiah has to be a little bit disappointed that he couldn't get into the end zone, they do make the field goal, and then the Tennessee Titans have to punt the ball because they couldn't get anything going on offense. The Texans have 6 minutes and a dream. All their timeouts, pretty good field position, and look at this, the best running back in the NFL, juking people out of their shoes, breaking another one. He's going to spin for no reason. He's got a turbo boost going. He's going to try to stiff arm. He finally goes out of bounds. The Tennessee Titans have no idea how to stop this guy. I honestly think giving him that one attribute increase of acceleration has made a world of difference for the King. Now he goes out here, he hurdles a defender. What is he doing inside the hash marks? He hurdles a defender to get the first down. He's in the zone right now. Look at it again in the replay. Isaiah is marching, and then he decides, whoop, just goes right over top and gets the first. Again, one more look at it here. Isaiah, whoop, completely over the defensive back there and gets the first. I mean, look, this dude is in the zone. He's out there cracking his neck. You would have to be crazy not to keep feeding this guy until the Titans actually stop him. So here inside, they're gonna give it to him, and okay, the Titans, they figured out how to stop him. 3rd and 7, big time players make big time plays. We need Isaiah and the squad to step up. Now Isaiah's gonna try to get out to the edge, and they say it looks like he got the first down. They do, they signal it's the first down. He fell in the right direction, a big catch. Now inside the 10, they're gonna hand it off to Isaiah, looking to find him some room. He goes into the end zone, he dives, but he fumbles. No, Isaiah dove, had no reason to dive, and he fumbles the touchdown that would have put his team up. Unbelievable. Look at the replay here. Isaiah finds all the room in the world, dives into the end zone to celebrate, and somehow he loses the ball. What just happened? One look at it again here. Isaiah again diving, loses the football on the dive. This is not good. Isaiah runs the risk of being the scapegoat and being in major trouble with his team if he can't lead them to a playoff victory. I mean, he was right there when his team needed him the most, and then he fumbled the ball right on the 1 yard line. Everything he's done before that, it doesn't matter. He has got to lead this team down for a touchdown. 1st and 10, and we're in the Wildcat. Isaiah needs to lead this team, so he's going to try to do it here. He gets a great block on the edge. He's going to stay up. He's going to try to get the first. He is possibly going to get dropped right in front of the marker, though, but that puts him over 200 on the ground. 1st and 10, a minute 20. We still have all of our timeouts left. Isaiah's out here running, and he's going to get a couple of yards. Tennessee has to be nervous. We're technically in field goal range right now, but it is not an easy field goal by any stretch of the imagination. Now, Isaiah does get down to the 22, which makes it significantly easier for a field goal kicker. The goal right now for the Texans is to run the ball as much as humanly possible. You do not want to pass. You want Tennessee to waste all of their timeouts so we can kick a field goal and get out of this game. It's a scary game. We should already be up and be out of here. But Isaiah kind of messed up. 2nd and 9, and Tennessee is loading that box. They are definitely expecting the run. Isaiah had a hole, but he just couldn't get the block that he quite needed. Dropped again for make it 3rd and 8. So it's 3rd and 8, and Bill O'Brien is being a little bit crazy right now. He is going to opt to pass the ball. So Isaiah splits out a wide receiver, or excuse me, a running back. This ball is going to be thrown. It is incomplete with 34 seconds left. Is that going to come back to bite us? We're about to find out. And that is going to seal it. Isaiah was the scapegoat. I mean, this dude led the team down, fumbled on the goal line, found a way to get him back into field goal territory. The kicker ends up making it for a 23-20 victory against the Titans in the wild card round in the playoffs. That was a close one, but we survived, and it's on to the next round. Deshaun Watson had a pretty decent game, did not throw for a passing touchdown, but did have over 200 yards, the most passing yards in the game. Isaiah ran the ball 4 more times than DeMarco Murray and then had significantly more yards. I mean, 222 versus 89 on 4 more carries. I think you'll take that any day of the week. 2 touchdowns, and again, the 1 fumble, which was completely a bonehead mistake. And then in the air, Isaiah went 5 for 91, didn't have a receiving touchdown, but he pretty much led this team in all facets today. Again, if you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure you guys crush the like button. Don't forget to subscribe, check the playlist on the screen, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.